Don't. I saw a stat this week that 60% of managers say they'd rather manage an AI agent than a junior human employee. Are we
Right.
officially witnessing the death of entry level jobs? I'll be honest. I I'm here because I started somewhere. If I had to start from somewhere, it's from the zero, right? We don't have a fresh start in a higher position. We need to go start entry level.
Right.
Like we need to learn.
Right.
Would you rather manage a AI agent or a human employee?
I don't think entry level job um entry level job is gonna disappear. That's I don't think that's even possible. What I think is gonna happen, or what I think is happening right now, is entry level is one step up because we have AI, right? So now with AI, you don't need people, like we were saying, we don't need people to go and do your marketing, like put every step in the marketing. Go, you can tell AI to do a lot of things. So I think the entry level, the expectation for entry level now is um you are good with AI, to work with AI. And it's the same like any other technology, right, that comes up. Like at some point, people were very good with typewriters and they need to learn computers to start working, to get an entry level. And it's the same with AI. AI can help you a lot, can multiply your work if you know how to use it, but you still need people to control them. And the reason for that is pretty simple. Business are made from people to people, right? You're solving someone's problem. Like a business is solving someone's problem. And when you're an employee, you're solving like your manager's problem, right? Um, so we still need people to control the AI at some point. Of course, there's a lot of things, or there's a lot of jobs right now that AI can do by itself, and it will only go bigger, right? AI will only make it go better. So more and more jobs will, with what we call entry level jobs, will be replaced by AI. But that doesn't mean that the category of entry level gonna disappear. I just think that people needs to be more um, needs to learn how to use AI for better.
And I think maybe because we are getting some I'll be honest, and this is a position that I have. I think people are getting more comfortable talking to AI than to another person. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is something else, and this is something that shows tells us more about the manager who said, "Yes, I prefer treat things with AI than with a junior." It says more about the leadership of this manager
Right.
than everything else. And I love learning about leadership and about managing teams and about the ways we can make our team work together. And this, for me, is you as a leader saying that you prefer something static, something that you know the outcome,
Hmm.
like you know the outcome when you're talking to AI, like because you
Right.
say I want this, so you rather have an outcome that you desire than have someone also stepping up about you need. So so from my point of view is we are creating we are not creating new leaders. You know what I mean? Because
Well, I think that if someone says that they prefer AI than a human being, that, as you said, tells more about the person than AI itself, right? Um, because if the person is not comfortable leading people and rather talk to AI, well, that's not a good leader. right? I think the position of a leader is not tell people what they do, is to train them to, to teach them how to do so they can do things by themselves. Like a
Yep.
leader, in my opinion, is basically a teacher. Um, and if people stand just like, oh, I rather get AI to do that, this probably is leading a very low level team in terms of like low level. I mean by in terms of knowledge, like it's just people that is writing text, for example, or
Mhm.
translating text. Those things can be done by AI. Although, you know, I would argue that people will do a better job because even translating, you need some humanity in that. Um, you're not just translating word by word, but also there's there's the feeling of like what the author was trying to say and how can I say better that in another language. But so yeah, there's a thin line between what AI can do, what humans can do. Even now, I don't think that's going to disappear. I think that's going to move, but not disappear. But for myself, I'd rather lead people than AI. AI, it should be treated as just a tool. It's a tool that you can talk back and forth, but it's still a tool. So that's how
Yep.
we should see it. And we should use AI to multiply what people can do and not replace people.
Something that came to my mind now. So we are gonna start to see people sending CV with like prompt engineering, AI capabilities, just like we used to see Microsoft Word as a skill. Like
Mm.
everybody back in 2010, like skills on Microsoft Office. Like
Or yeah,
probably
yeah.
now we're gonna see someone instead of Microsoft Office is like AI
Hmm.
and knowledge or something like that, just because
Yeah,
it's
and
turning required, right?
right. And in big companies, like if a company is big and they are trying to get AI to everybody, they need a team or at least a person that will do the governance of the AI. And this person job will actually be creating skills and creating, files for the AI to consume, so they can standardize the use of AI in a whole company. So yeah, that person is basically a prompt engineer because the skills and memories for AI is just prompts. So yeah, that will be a job real soon. Especially when we see more and more companies trying to standardize the use of AI, they would definitely need a prompt engineer. But also, like if you see, I saw another statistics this weekend where it's saying that the number of jobs in computer engineering is growing, and I think that's kind of like it was uh things was getting worse a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. People were getting laid off, engineers. But I think because like the mentality was I can replacing few engineers with AI. If my engineers can use AI, I can have the same output with less people. But I think the mentality is changing to, well, if I don't lay off anybody, if I don't fire anybody, I can have a higher output than I was having. So I think the mentality is changing, and I think that's gonna spill over all the other offices in a company, all other um, departments, because AI is very good to creating code, but also very good for other stuff as well. So you're gonna see marketing, product management, all using AI to do the same thing to multiply their work, and I think that's good, right? But then again, to answer the question at the beginning of the video, I think all these parts will be like the entry level is gonna step up, and at some point, entry level will be expected to have two or three AI agents working at the all the times, and you're just managing all these agents.
At the end, it's not the end of the senior managers because you're gonna need someone to manage everyone that is managing AI. Yeah, I understand. We work with AI here. We like AI. AI makes our lives easier, but we have this idea that it's a tool. We maintain the business that our partners core, and we just empower them using AI, offering solutions and offering tools using AI so we can grow. But I want to know, you are watching this video. What do you think? Is that the end of the senior managers, or is this the because if we have the end of the entry levels, we're gonna have the end of the senior managers. What do you think about that? I'll be in the comments just replying, see if we can create like a great discussion about this topic because again, it's important. It's changing. It's the change that makes us evolve. So stay tuned. Next week, we can bring another spicy topic for our discussion here because I think this one was very, very important to bring up. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Tom.
Bye.